Shalom. We just saw each other IRL on Saturday.
Yeah, we didn't take any pictures, so I guess people will
No,
just have to take our word for it.
I'm sure someone did at some point, but we're not going to include them in this video.
Right. We met up with some fans, some listeners as well. They were there just by
Uh,
happenstance, and
mhm.
they complimented the pod. So we are glad to be, touching people's lives.
Signing autographs, taking pictures, endorsing checks.
Kissing babies, turning down sponsorships,
Yes,
all the good stuff.
exactly.
But how are you? Tell me, you're potentially getting eliminated from Online Survivor today?
I don't know. I'm not too sure yet. The jury is still out, and I don't know. I think I'm okay, but I'm paranoid always because I'm
So,
working both sides right now. So they can't really afford to get rid of me. But on the other hand, like no one would see it coming.
especially you.
I know, but we're all one world right now. So there's no two different islands. Like we can all talk to each other. And so, but in the other tribe can save someone from the tribe I'm on during tribal and vice versa. So it's very confusing to be like, well, do they know that I don't know that they're going to vote me out, but I won't know that because they don't want me to know that. And such as,
So how does it work? Are there like a few people? Because when you said Online Survivor, I was picturing like hundreds of people in like a virtual reality game.
It is operated through Discord,
Ah.
and the cast started out as 20 people, and then we went into two different tribes, and so I think 4 people have been voted off the island, or 5 maybe, something like that. It's a lot. So we just found out the results of the challenge, and I got second place in the immunity challenge, and I thought I won it so hard, and then we got the results, and then it turned out to not be me, and then I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, so now I'm just kind of like trying to confer with everybody, but my mortal nemesis just kind of quit. So now I'm like, well, what should I do?
You can quit. She couldn't take the pressure and just
She
went
just
home.
she said I can't take the pressure of it.
Well, that's good
And
for you.
yeah, that is great for me. And especially because I was gonna vote her out, but then now my tribe's not gonna know that.
So is this all just like chat driven? Do you guys video meet, or what are the challenges like?
The challenges we started it's like usually like the average time for each tribe, like that tribe will win immunity, and the challenges are like a lot of like reading comprehension and stuff. But then it's also kind of like you use like a little bit of coding in order to like proc the correct answer. So it's sort of like a
Oh.
puzzle almost.
Are you sure you're not like training some AI? Is this like sponsored by Jeff Probst or?
No, it's not sponsored by Jeff Probst.
Okay, well, that's
But there's
fun.
hundreds of them, like because there's like an advertisement section in our Discord, and it's always popping off.
So what's the big prize?
Nothing.
Oh,
One of my
the
friends,
title.
like from in real life, just asked me to do it, and I said sure.
Okay. So you were invited. Is this friend also in the tribe or the other tribe or what?
No, he's one of the tour guys, so he's just like an omniscient presence that kind of oversees everything.
Neat. Well, good luck to you on tribal. Is there like any juicy tea that you can share? Would this like be negative points for you or?
So like I started out like for the first challenge, like the first couple challenges actually, we had to go into pairs, just because there were so many of us.
I
And
love
so then I just
Paris.
like automatically like became close with the guy that I was paired with. But then he immediately started like scheming way too hard, and then everybody got pissed. And the girl that he was trying to get voted out figured it out that he was saying all this stuff and running behind her back. And she knew that I was his number one. So I was kind of complicit in that because we were in a group chat, and the rat was also in the group chat of 4 people and was saying and relaying everything we said back to her. So now I'm like, okay, if I vote out the rat, is everybody else in my tribe going to be really pissed at me? I don't know, because we had a tribe swap. So now a new tribe is 4 original people from my tribe and 4 original from the other one. So it's split down the middle. So I might be able to get away with it. I might not. I'm not sure.
Well, I guess we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah. See, this is the whole. This
Damn.
like so much drama.
So how does tribal work? Is this like a live like party online, or is it all like text chat board
Yeah.
based, or
So the tribal for like our tribe, since we're not in merge yet, like it will turn off our regular tribe group chat and then move it to like the tribal itself. And usually not a lot goes down in there because that would be like really messy and kind of like thwart a plan. You don't really want the person that you're voting out to know that they're being voted out beforehand. So it's ostensibly just useless. But sometimes, like when my number one got called out, he got called out at tribal in the group chat, and then everybody voted for him to go home because it was like a huge nuclear fallout of a revenge, you know.
can like we watch this, or is this like
Yes, anybody can watch it.
does it live stream on Twitch or what, or on Discord?
No, you just join the Discord. But that's the thing,
Ooh.
that there's hundreds of people watching me, and I keep forgetting that because I'm not allowed to see what people are like saying about it, because I think that they have their own spectator like chat where they just are like kind of reacting to it. But like a lot, like for the most part, people aren't really allowed to like react to what I'm saying. Like I can't like get any outside messages from anybody. All they can do is like react to my like little confessionals with like little heart or like laughing face. You can't even get too far with that because that's like interfering with like the little vacuum that the survivor thing is based in.
Oh my god. Okay, you have to send me the link, and I'll try to tune in
Okay, I will.
if you want me to.
Our theme this season is around the world. So each
Ooh.
whole thing, like each challenge is like based off of a different country.
I can't wait to tune in and watch you conquer.
Hopefully.
I mean, you're pretty. You cracked the code. You know the game. You know how it works. It's just like,
Yeah.
are you gonna get backstabbed? But it sounds like there are other people who should be backstabbed first.
Because someone's saying that they've heard my name is being brought up for elimination, but it's the person from the opposite tribe. So I'm like,
What do they know?
or no, not from the opposite tribe, but they weren't on my original tribe. So I'm like, are they just saying that so I vote with them to get one of my original tribe members kicked off? Because it would be the rat probably that we would eliminate.
Juicy. I can't wait to see the results.
I know, it's crazy.
I mean, I'll stop watching when you go home. If you go home, you could win.
I know. Hopefully.
You get the title and $0.
That's what I'm like. I don't know why I'm so invested in this one. I really have like nothing to gain from it other than just personal satisfaction. I probably wouldn't do another one unless like this like server has like all stars or something.
Speaking of stars, do you want some drag tea from Iowa City?
Of course I do.
Okay, so Iowa City Pride hosted their Miss Iowa City pageant last night at Studio
Yeah.
13 in Iowa City. There were 3 contestants: Beep Beep, Erotica Divine, who is Antoine, and Nevaya Diamond something, who is a queen from out of state, St. Louis, I think. She drove a few hours to be here. So 3 contestants and a panel of judges who were all drag performers. Well, Erotica won by 1 point. And it's all fine and dandy. Today or yesterday evening, the queen who came in, the runner-up, no, I should know her name. Janaea D. Stallion. Janaea D. Stallion posts a video on Facebook where she is calling one of the judges, who is Hazel Sanchez, who, for those who don't know, is a kind of a big deal around here at Iowa City. She's the top local drag artist, title holder. You know, she's important, and she was one of the judges. So contestant number 3, the runner-up, she feels like she didn't get a fair trial, or fair scoring, because they were friends. The judges were all friends with Erotica, the winner. So she called Hazel up, and there's this 30-minute conversation posted on Facebook where she's basically drilling down on Hazel for her unprofessionalism, her biased scoring, and her scoring that is inadequate to the procedures of pageantry. So this is happening, and all the while, I care because I'm on the Pride board who puts on this pageant. And one thing that Hazel said to this contestant was that, this is a Pride pageant. You didn't win because you are not part of the community, like
Uh,
like the Iowa City community, because this is like the title is Miss Iowa City. And then the contestant was saying, no, like this is an open pageant, like anyone can come in, and I did better points wise than the other contestants. You docked me points because you didn't like me. So it's juicy, it's out there, and it's just drag drama.
yeah, but I'm also kind of wondering, like, you drove all the way to Iowa City for a pageant? Like, I'm sure there's pageants closer to St. Louis.
Oh yeah, but you know, this is a professional performer. Like she's out there getting the titles, getting as many titles as possible, and this was one of them. And you do so. Part of the prize package is you get to perform on stage at Pride, and you get the title for a year. There's some cash money.
So she's just like working the pageant circuit.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
But that's the latest. That's what I did on my drive to work this morning, is listen to this call.
Wow. Yeah, I guess I don't really know how the pageantry scoring works.
It's different, but in this case, it was a comparative pageant. So the contestants get to be compared against each other and scored. So there are several rounds. There's an interview round where they interview the judges, and like the public doesn't watch that. That happens before the actual pageant, and they get scored based on whatever. I don't know, like it could vary, but anyway, they get a score for the interview. Then they have to do a gown presentation runway, so they get scored on their gown. Then there was a talent round, so they have to perform a talent and then get scored on that. And there was a Q&A round, which was weird because there was only one question. They pulled a judge from out of a bucket, and then that judge got to ask them a question, and they were judged on the quality of their answer. So there were those 4 categories, and the one with the highest score wins.
Interesting.
And they were apart by 1 point.
Crazy though. 1 point.
Mm-hmm. That's what she was like, what the fuck? Like, I did better than her by like all measures. Why did she beat me by 1 point?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well, that's the other thing. It's like if you were only beat by 1 point, surely one person's like scores could not have made like that huge of a difference, right?
I don't know the score categories, but this person was saying, because each contestant gets their points, their score sheets back, but they don't get to see the other contestants' points. But this person
Yeah.
was saying, I did better at the Q&A. I did better at the whatever, the gown or the interview category. And they won. So like runner up got best gown or best, I don't remember. They won a couple of awards. But anyway, this person was like, hey, I did better. Why am I not winning?
Hmm.
Wait, hold up. I gotta answer this. Hi, sorry.
Shalom.
I'm working.
Me too.
Working girl. You are? Why are you working so late?
I have to sling all my Discord homies with the
Oh.
bow. Make sure
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm not the target.
Physically, you're here, but mentally, you're in an
Yeah.
island on a server somewhere.
In Indonesia.
In Indonesia?
Right.
Holy shit.
Wait, no, I'm in Italy now, but Indonesia next episode.
Wait, so is this like international? Are your co-contestants people from all over the world, or like just the US, or what?
Some of them are from the UK, and then I think a majority of us are from the United States.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Fancy. So like, are you expected to be online 24/7 and contributing to the discourse and like stuff, or does it take points away from you if you're not?
Not really. Required to do is like put in trust rankings in your confessional, and I think just do the challenge. But even some people don't do that, or they just like do it wrong. So and vote for the next location, because we have to all vote anonymously about where we want to go next.
Come to Iowa City.
I know. Well, that's the other thing. It's like there's predetermined countries.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. So
is
sad.
Palestine on the list?
I wish. I wish Free Palestine was one of the challenges. I would ace that one. I know all about that.
Dude, yes.
So pissed that I lost this challenge. I thought I had a shoe in. Fuck you,
Is it like
Italy.
individual or what?
Yeah, so one person wins immunity from both tribes. And so on my tribe of A, I got second.
Wow. Ugh, I'm sorry. Yes,
I
pull the
know.
trigger, honey.
So sad.
No. I'm rooting for you. I'm wearing your team shirt. I'll be there. Send me the link. I'll be watching if I
Sightseer
can.
gang for life.
Spicier Gang?
Sightseer.
Sightseer. Is that your tribe name?
Yeah.
Sightseer. I love it.
Yeah, the other tribe is the Voyagers.
The Voyagers.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Good. Well, I'm happy for you. You know,
Well,
like
yes.
one day you will get in real Survivor, and this is only a warm up.
Like a part of me is like if you don't make it in on the first audition, there's really no point.
Who's that celebrity who auditioned like 50 times to get on the thing? There's a couple of those.
But I feel like there are some people who have been like, I've auditioned for Survivor 20 times. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, maybe they just don't want you.
No, there's just somebody else who wins, but there's, if you keep polishing it up and doing better, one day it might be your break. It's like Drag Race. Some queens audition for years and then they finally get in because they finally prove they're worthy of the title. Same thing. You just have to give them a good television. And that's what it's all about. You have to show in your interview that you're
Yeah,
gonna be dramatic, which I believe in you. If you got the drama
I know. I could
in a
do
good
it.
way.
I could rope them in.
So just keep trying, you lose nothing.
That's true. What else is new?
The Ren Fair was so much fun. It really inspired me to get my vendor goods up and running.
What would you
Wait,
vend?
I don't know. Knitted wares, maybe.
We can open knitted wares and
And
weave
basket weaves.
baskets.
I know. Wait,
Posters.
hold up. I gotta answer this again. Sorry. Hey, sorry. It's not that difficult to like save $1 million if you like have the income for it.
I guess. Oh, that yeah. Like someone was talking to me about that, like how like some people like just become millionaires because like they save so much money from like an early age onwards. But then I was also like, okay, but a 401k, like how much is like $2,000 really going to multiply over the course of like 30 years?
Compound interest, baby. It's like exponential growth, but it only gets really good at the very end.
Like when you're in your 60s?
Mm-hmm.
That's so they just want you to keep working?
Not necessarily. Most people will, but if you figure out a way to make passive income, or as they say, multiple sources of income, then you can retire as early as you're able to pay for your expenses without working, which is different for everybody.
Just figured out that my dad got $1 million inheritance.
In cash?
Yeah.
From whomst?
My grandma.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him. What's he going to do with it? Does he want to buy some investment properties in Iowa City?
No, he's not doing shit with it. Well, I think he wants to buy a second house, but he'll like talk himself out of it. The second
I'll
house would
talk to
be in
him.
like northeastern Iowa area.
People with money know that it makes no sense to have money sitting in an account. Like your money needs to be working to make you more money.
Work.
Yeah, exactly. That when Rihanna wrote that song, she was thinking about money.
Well, okay, but he's also like 63, so I don't think he's really that worried about it.
Put it in a CD. Get 7%.
Put it in
over
a
12 months. Your interest rates are better than like a regular savings account. Like $1 million what's like 7% on $1 million? $70,000.
You can wear $1 million dress and still only get tips like $5.
True. No, it stands for certificate of deposit, and it's kind of it's not a savings account. It's a CD account. You put your money in it, and you agree to hold it in there for a certain period of time, and then you get a guaranteed percentage return. That's what the Iowa City Pride Board did last year. Per my suggestion, they're welcome.
Did you guys have a huge like setback because of like the person who like hemorrhaged all the money from Pride?
Yes, we lost 30 grand. We went through the court system. We got a judgment and a deferred judgment. So this person who embezzled this money is paying us back. Thankfully, the community really came through after that and was still supportive. So we got lots of donations coming in.
Does that like alleged individual still live in the area?
And it's not alleged. It's been proven through court that
Oh, that's true.
it was like embezzlement of funds. I haven't seen this person in years, since like 2020, 2021 maybe.
After like you do that, I feel like it's kind of hard to stick around.
It is what it is. Obviously, this person was not acting in like a right headspace and like wouldn't let them near my checkbook, but
I
I don't think
mean,
they're a danger to society as long as they're not a position that puts them in charge of money.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like if you're taking money, like don't take $30,000, obviously, like that someone's going to notice that. Also, like, why would you like pay for like hotels for it for like a softball thing? Like a intramural softball league is what you're hemorrhaging money on.
To this person's like benefit of the doubt, it wasn't like a one-time withdrawal of 30K. It was like 30K ish estimated over time.
Over
And
how many years?
oh, just a few months.
Right.
Right. And it was still wrong. But I think if I had to like put myself in their shoes, maybe they were thinking, okay, oh, this is like a queer related expense. We'll just have Pride sponsor it without board approval, without like telling the board because this person had a credit card or a debit card in the name of Pride because they were the president. So they were like, oh yeah, like this is fine. Like Pride will just sponsor it. But like they were using Pride as their own personal checking account, basically.
Is there even a queer softball league?
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't think that's true.
No, it was. That doesn't make it right. Like it was still criminal. But I'm just trying to like rationalize this because like this person wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna like go shopping with this. Like it was all in my guessing mind, it was all gay queer related, but it was an abuse of power because all Pride expenses need to be approved by the board in excess of $200,
Right.
and it just got really out of hand, and then it snowballed into a large sum, and then they got caught and convicted, which they should have. Like that was not right. That was not. Those were not. The word of the
Taking a
day
little off the
is
top.
embezzlement. That's different. Taking a little off the top can be well in the right context. That's just what businesses do.
Stealing. I don't know. That is still so crazy to me.
Oh yeah,
Like I know what
it
you're
is.
saying, but also $30,000 is $30,000. Like
Oh
that's not
yeah,
just something that you forget that you did.
I'm just like giving this person the trying to understand why someone might do that. Unless this person is truly psycho and is like, haha, I'm like maliciously stealing this money from this organization, which I don't think this person was like that. They definitely abused their power and they definitely deserve the punishment that they received.
They're certainly not neurotypical. I know that for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, for sure. For sure. I
They're a
mean,
little
a normal person doesn't do that. But according to our accountant, it happens all the time.
it's definitely hard. Especially I feel like men who like acquire like a certain amount of money, like they just immediately just start flying into the sun. It's like, no, bitch, you're made of wax. Like, you better watch your ass.
Yeah, that's why you need to talk to your dad about what he wants to do with his money because it shouldn't be in an account.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with it, but okay, I have to pee. Hold on. One of the people that I work with is out sick for like 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm not, but they didn't really say like what's wrong.
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks? No.
That's like a month. Maybe almost 2 months.
I'm not too sure what could be up with over there. I don't know.
Unless they because this is a work from home job. What could make you disabled to work from home for 4 to 6 weeks? Like, did you have eye surgery? Did you break both hands? Because you can have a baby and work
Yeah.
from home. You can breastfeed while entering data. Like,
She's just like one of our main billers. So I was just kind of like, huh, it must be pretty serious.
you should ask what happened.
I'm sure like the tea will finally get around to me eventually.
Let's start a side hustle. I mean, this
know.
podcast, one day we'll have sponsors. We can sell
True, Double Scorpio, please sponsor us.
Bestie Pig, please sponsor us. Oh my god. Did you see that tweet or that like joke that was like a polycule of 10 plus people is just a rent fair?
That is so true. There, I love like my favorite thing about the Renaissance Fair, especially because I'd never been to one before this, was like the slutty mature people. Like I love a slutty old person.
This was your first time at a Renaissance fair? You had never been to the Amana Fair? I am due for a Chicago trip. I can't invade your space because legally I can't be at your place for more than like a couple of weeks. And plus,
Why?
like, you don't want that. It's probably in your lease that you can't have guests for more than a week without notifying your landlord.
How would they know?
They wouldn't, but it's probably in your lease that you need to notify them. And the thing is, Chicago has like very hardcore tenant laws. You know, these laws go both ways. They protect the tenants, they protect the landlords, but for the most part, the eviction process is very complicated for a landlord in the Chicago area. When someone legally establishes residence, whatever that looks like, it's more difficult to evict somebody. So like hypothetically, if you like let me sleep on your couch for a month, I could say, and this is not legal, this is just like my speculation. I could say, oh, I'm a resident of this house. You can't just like kick me out. I have to go through the legal eviction process, which can take over a month in the Chicago area. So that's why many landlords put a clause in their leases that says, hey, if you're going to have a guest stay here for more than a week or whatever, you have to notify the landlord.
Did Alex tell you that he might be getting a job in Naperville?
No. Last I heard, he had renewed his contract at BU.
Oh, maybe he did. I don't know.
I thought he did.
Well, he was offered that, but he was also offered the Naperville one. When did you talk to him?
He says he renewed his contract over there. And this was on May 21st. A week ago today.
Then yeah, he did. I feel like it's probably a better job. It's a much more prestigious university, that's for sure.
I agree. Yeah. I'm happy for him to be doing the thing he's doing there, and like the impact he's having is great.
I know. I'm also more willing to visit him in Boston than Naperville.
I know, right? Although Naperville is closer to you.
That's true. I could just take the bus.
Exactly. Okay, you last podcast, like you were about to go to Boston, but now it's been like over a month, and now you're back. Like, what was the Boston experience like?
Oh my gosh, we just like walked around the wharf. We went to like some of the gay bars there. We saw Paul Revere's house and a bunch of like old people's grave and the exterior to Cheers, that sitcom. And that was all within like 2 blocks of each other, which was like crazy. I ate a lot of oysters. We walked through Harvard the day before it got shut down.
Why did it get shut down? Because of the protests?
Yeah.
Nice.
You're welcome. Then we went to that goth bar and it was 420. So obviously like Alex and I were like kind of crossing, and then it didn't end well, but it was so fun.
Whoa. Why didn't it end well?
Like I threw up on the train home.
Nice.
And I had never thrown up in public before.
Nice. We love some good public humiliation.
Mm-hmm. So, oh my gosh, yeah, it was a riot. I went to the oldest like pub in Boston, like when it was like still there when they were like during like the creation of the country, and we got clam chowder there, and it was so good.
You got that
Um,
authentic Boston clam chowder? What?
yes, I
And
got that
it was only
clam.
good?
It was no, it was amazing. We went out to eat a lot. I got some calico critters because they said the Sandy family, and Austin's cat is named Sandy, and they were kitties. I'm trying to think what else we did. We did a lot. We moseyed on through. We went to like one of those silly ass like secret bars where you like come in through the back and the alleyway. Yeah, we just like saw like a bunch of the oldest buildings in the country. But then some of them like they were like the oldest buildings in the country, but then like it had a Chipotle inside. I was
That
like,
happens.
you're telling me that this is a building as old as time?
I mean, in Chipotle's defense, why should they not be allowed to be in that building? Like
Because I
the
said
Jefferson.
so.
Oh well, you can be on the city council next year if you want.
Oh my God. And then we walked by the Orpheum Theater, and the girl, like the singer Wahashati, I don't know how to say her name, but she was playing there the week after I was there, but she was in Chicago the week that day that we passed it. So I like was like, wow, like she's coming here next week, even though I'm missing her right now in Chicago. That's fucked up.
Well, that still sounds like a great fun.
It was. It
Oh
was
my god,
amazing. Life changing.
really? Well, there is
Hmm.
opportunity for both of us to visit Boston at the same time.
I
Now
know.
that our boy is staying there for like hopefully another year.
I know. Well, that's
We'll
why I
see.
was like, I feel like they're not done with Alex yet, but I didn't say that because I wasn't going to jinx it. But then I was right. I'm a genius.
You were right.
But then we were also talking to Matt and Steven, and they were like, they might move back to Iowa City for a job. Who knows?
For a job.
I don't
What?
know. I haven't heard from them as of late. I sent them a thank you card that included some like I got some photos developed, and I sent it in the thank you card. I think maybe Alex just thought it was for him, which is that's fine. Because it like the letter was only addressed to Alex, so I don't know why he would have thought they were for everyone. Yeah, I haven't heard from them since I was there.
Maybe you should send another letter addressed to everybody
Oh, true. With more pictures.
with more pictures and with like a gift card, and
A
then they can fight
scrapbook.
over it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to like up my scrapbooking game because like that is the future.
Same.
That's the future. Like with AI
Scrapbooking
taking
is
over
so
everything,
sexy.
it is. It is. And like we can't trust anything we see on a screen anymore. So a scrapbook slash a picture book is the way to go.
Yeah. Tangible media is the new it girl.
Agreed.
Hmm. Okay. Do you have any final thoughts?
I have some final thoughts. So, Pride Month starts in June, which is like at the end of this week, and there are
True.
Pride celebrations all over. So, my question is why, how, when is Pride relevant, and why is it important?
That is a really good question. Mm,
Some like hyper, even the conservatives are saying this, like, is pride necessary anymore? And I say yes, because we need to celebrate our identities, our journeys, our
yeah.
existence. Pride is necessary. Why not? Like, why
Like
can't
there's
we?
no holiday in June. Like we would have nothing to do.
Right. There are holidays in June, but like, why can't Pride be one of them? And like,
Oh, that's true.
what's wrong with it being like one of the biggest ones? Everybody loves Pride. Everyone has a great time at
Yeah.
Pride. Like, reverse question: why are you mad at Pride for existing?
I think it's also just, no matter wherever you go, there you are. And that's what pride is all about. You take it with you every single day that you leave the house.
If you do, to use the Iowa City Pride organization as an example, the mission is to create a positive visibility of the LGBTQIA community. That's what we do via organizing the festival and like doing things that
True.
push that vision.
I will say that the Iowa City queer scene is pretty wholesome. So
Thank you for saying that. We appreciate that. We are
you're
wholesome. We
so
have drama,
welcome.
but we are wholesome. So
The drama is so negligible compared to like some of the crazy shit that people in Chicago be saying. It's unreal.
So I heard that Jojo Siwa and Bob the Drag Queen are going to be headlining Chicago Pride with
Oh
Natasha
yeah.
Bedingfield as like the second headliner. So
Yeah, I think
uh,
Isaiah and I are gonna go to that, and I'm kind of excited. Especially because I just watched Dance Moms or finished
all
Dance
of it.
Moms. No, not all of it, but seasons 1 through 5, and JoJo was in one of those seasons. But yeah, oh my god, I'm so excited.
When is Chicago Pride? And should I be there?
I don't know. That's a good question, but you should be there.
IML was last weekend. Did you go? Did you see
Um,
any?
okay, I was walking from Walgreens with a 6 pack of PBR, and I was like, why is this person covered in like leather and spikes and trying to catch this bus? But then it clicked. I was like, oh, right. Duh. But before that, I was like, well, I guess it's not that weird, seeing as how I'm already here. Like, then I was like, oh, wait, no, I forgot. There's this huge thing going on.
One of these days. So my buddy who is like a leather influencer, he won an award from the Museum of Leather for his influence because he's raised
Really?
over $40,000 for them, and he's great. Yeah, so well deserved. Papa Bear, Rob Anderson, good
Oh,
job
yeah.
on your award winning. He is amazing. He cares for the community. He does work. Obviously,
Mhm.
he won the what was it? It was like the President's Award or like the President's Medal or something. He won an award from the Museum of Leather for like his contributions, and I'm proud of him. So
I was just at the Leather Museum for their film forum, and we watched this Austrian movie that has never been shown in the Western Hemisphere before, and it was so good.
really, what was the
Yeah,
movie?
it was called Orgy of the Damned, I think. Like, it's not online anywhere, and you might not even be able to like look it up. But you can find out like some of the stuff about it if you go through like the Leather Archives Museum, like what's it called, like programming for like their film forum. That will
Bruh,
tell you.
yes, that's what's amazing about it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, I need to be in Chicago. Why am I not moving there? Because of
I
work, but
know.
like,
It was so weird too. Like one of the programmers for the forum knows a guy who knows a guy in Netherlands who knows the director, and that's how we got like the 35 millimeter thing.
so it was film projected?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did and was it a good movie? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was so good. It was
Oh my
like
god.
so well shot. It was like all kind of in like catacombs. So I was like always I kept wondering like how did they even shoot this movie? Like it's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So much to explore. Well, all I have to contribute is what I just said. My buddy Papa Bear won this award for the Leather Archives Museum. And in a self serving note, he spends the winters down in Puerto Vallarta with me. So, well, not with me, but like alongside me, like
Adjacent
I
to you,
do. Yeah, adjacent to me.
parallel
So
to
that is
you.
like that is your gay winter destination to all you like ex snowbirds. Come see me.
Yeah. Go to beef dip, but don't poop.
Oh my god. Don't poop. So PV Pride was last week, this week, and I wasn't there. I wanted to, but didn't work out because timing and work. But I haven't seen any dramatic news compared to the beef dip like turds and scenario. So
But isn't
Sounds
it
like it went okay.
like isn't it like 100 degrees down there right now? Like,
Maybe. No, it doesn't get hot till like July, August.
oh,
Then plus, like, who cares? Like, you're at the beach, you have pools, like,
you have furs.
right? You can walk around shirtless, like, yeah. So that's where I'm at. I hope to see the gays down there. And what are your
Um,
closing words?
my closing words are everybody get buck wild this summer. Go have fun. I'm spoken for, so I will not be a huge slut, but I implore everyone else to be in my honor. And hopefully I win Survivor around the world.
I hope you win Survivor around the world.
Me too. It'd be pretty sad if I got eliminated fifth on,
Fifth? I mean,
yeah,
that's not bad, but like, I still want you to win.
same. I want to do good, but that's all I have for now. I'm gonna go catch up on that and see what everyone's saying about me.
Oh, I hope you win the Survivor round.
Me too. I mean,
And if
I'll
you
still
don't,
probably be doing it the next episode, but if I'm eliminated, I guess I won't be, but who knows? We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for now, ta-ta.
thank you for being here. Thank you, Sloppers, for listening. We'll be back next
Yes,
episode.
we will. We'll be back eventually, probably next week.